right, what we got here?
All right. You all ready?
All right, I am ready.
I am ready. All right. 3, 2. Actually, wait. 3, 2, 1. Action. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Team Talks. We talk about teams. Today, we have two special guests with us. Coach Viet and
GM Jordan Spight Sr.
today we will be going over the team's no name and JSM. I'm moving on so much. I'm very sorry.
Their
Uh,
on and off the court struggles, as well as some of the upcoming events that we need to watch out for.
yeah, we also got events going on too. You
Yeah.
hear that Grayson Wright broke out of prison? Not prison. Broke out of the investigation room.
Uh-oh. You did?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
The worst part, the
Yeah.
person he's going for has their family.
Oh, boy. So now that Grayson has gone out of prison, what does that mean for the future of No Names? Are we going to see more violence, more destruction?
For real? I do not want that.
Oh, boy. I mean, them squabbles look like a piece of cake compared to that. I mean, you've got a literal criminal running around right now. And we do
And we
not.
just had a no name face explode too a few weeks ago.
Oh my goodness. See, here's the problem with No Names. First of all, what you have here is you have a franchise, first of all, that's in the middle of nowhere.
For
And
real.
second of all, this team has extreme issues with actually remaining stable off the field. And we didn't realize these issues were present before, but what we figured out is that a lot of people don't like this team. And whatever the reason is for that, we have no idea. But the fact is that this team is in complete dysfunction thanks to Coach Thex being only 15 years old. I think that's the biggest problem we have here.
I don't think age matters unless it's about relationship. But like, there's just a bunch of issues going on both of our sides. It's got you looking on with how CIA is working with what's called what was it the Seminoles thing.
Oh, yeah. We've got all kinds of suspicious stuff going on. I mean, you've got Eliza Check basically trying to take down this franchise. And look, I've said this before. Our collaboration with OAD is nothing to worry about, all right? And I'm sick and tired of people trying to make this a thing. If anyone's sabotaging this franchise, Eliza Check, okay? She's trying to tear this team apart. I've said this numerous times in interviews, and I think we need to accept the fact that this OAD is the scapegoat for something else much more dark and sinister going on. Now, what that is, I have no idea. But clearly, something strange is afoot. And what we have is another situation where we have someone from the inside of the organization trying to take us out. First, it was Josiah James. Now it's Eliza Check. And now my son is missing, and I don't know where he is. Is that a coincidence? I think not.
How about the fact he's having issues? I don't know where he's at, but could he be at?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yeah. And you see it in the results, too. And that's the problem. Because you have our team is right now 2-10-1. And this team is supposed to be a perennial playoff contender. So what we have here is we have internal corruption, we have sabotage, And I can only think of one person who's in the driver's seat of doing that right now, distracting our players with stupid investigations, telling them to take trips to Cancun because they can't be trusted with their team. Like, what are we doing here? We have to remember that this is a football franchise and foremost, and we are here to win football games. We have not done that. But speaking of that,
Seems like those thought.
I'm curious to hear your thoughts about why your team is not performing well on the field. I mean, this has kind of been a disappointing down year for you guys. I'm just curious, is that defense? Is that offense? What is it?
There are so many issues. This was a little bit towards like the draft. So many issues will happen. First off, let me get out the very start of it. Our draft fraud. Okay, we asked for that 5-star running back. Now, who that 5-star running back is, I have no clue. I forgot his name. We asked for the 5-star running back, and we ended up getting nothing. We ended up getting some random defensive back. So we had to end up getting Tumbuntu Jabari. This is the other dude. Uh, Bynum Pink. Now, we did not want Bynum Pink at all. We were to
Mm.
do good with our draft, but now we're stuck here doing nothing. We're stuck with a
Oh
mediocre
boy.
wide receiver. We're stuck with mediocre running back. We're stuck with a mediocre defensive back. Sorry, Tumbuntu. But, like, there's something wrong here. Now, there's more on this. What's called? We've had, all these issues with, the terrorist stuff going on in No Name. You know, fire that was in the stadium like, a few months ago. Another issue. How am I drifting? What are you doing? You have not done nothing for our team. You have less than 1,000 yards receiving. You have less than 500 yards receiving. He has done nothing for this squad. Yet, he's on our roster, taking up every single bit of cap space humanly imaginable. And that's not to get into our main issue. We have so many issues with Jacob Valentine right now. First off, just normal on the field issues. He has had 5 sacks and 2 interceptions. Now, that may not seem like much, but we're trying to get down the field and score. And we have a bunch of teams doing really good. We need every chance we can get. I put like 7 stops, 5 of them being turnovers. We cannot keep on allowing this to happen. What's it called? Also, Jacob Valentine has basically ruined our team's entire chemistry. We were all in harmony, and so he started, spamming every single word imaginable. He's taking off. He said the N word. He's white. He he talked about us his bad name on live television. That was not okay. Also, I forgot all about
Um,
that. Yes, too. He faked an injury.
mhm.
He said that he was out for a game, but he ended up being a very light heavy. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? He's doing
Oh
very
yeah.
good right now, and we need for a very light headache.
Yeah.
Let's get into this. Let's get into this last game. Not all about the fact that we're not on week 16 yet, but let's get into this last game. This last game takes a tragic turn. Why did Taylor Simpson fumble the ball? Taylor Simpson had. We're trying to stay alive in the playoffs, and he fumbled the ball. Now, it's just insane to me how you can go a whole season being good, and then just possibly loses the game again. There are many factors in that game that could led to a loss. Well, when I might cut that out, and I'm still gonna include the fumbling part. But still, sorry. Still, something fumbling is not okay. I think that's what's it called?
Yeah. I think
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's really tough. And I mean, you jokers in a playoff situation. I mean, we had multiple of those guys on the exact same team. I mean, I'm fed up with Douglas right now. Like, I'm about guy because he is not living up to expectations. This guy came in, hyped as one of the quarterbacks, had a good elite arm, good pocket presence, good scrambler, all that stuff gotten from him. 7-3 in the 1999 season. Not to mention, what else? What else do you have in clutch
Damn.
situations? This man cannot make a throw to save. I'll give you an example. We had a close game earlier this year against Toronto, and when the time comes, no, not Toronto, the Mangoes. And when it comes time to make a game-winning play, Cairo Douglas underthrows a deep post route, major touchdown throw right there that seals the game, underthrows it so badly it gets picked off by the linebacker in front of him, takes it back to the house, end of the
What?
game. I mean, this guy is a master of throwing pick sixes in clutch situations, and I'm about sick and tired of this. We are wasting Devontae Kendall's prime. This man is literally carrying the team on his back. This is the third season of 1,000+ yards rushing and 300 yards plus receiving. The man is an absolute tank, and we are wasting his prime because we have a bum at quarterback. And I just can't understand what we thought we saw in this guy. I even paid this guy $3 million contract. I'm like, maybe if he gets the money, this is the spark that he needs to turn this team around. But no, we're 2-10-1. This team is on the brink of collapse. And meanwhile, we've got a guy who decides to throw 7 interceptions in a season while only putting up 11 touchdown passes. Just embarrassing.
Oh gosh, that's insane. How?
I mean,
First off, how throw it to a lineman?
and he throws. This guy is the master at underthrowing the ball. All right, his stamina issues have been joked about, played around with, but I realize this man simply does not have the energy to finish games, and it's starting to become a legitimate problem. This man is not on the treadmill in the off season. This man is out at McDonald's. This man is out at Burger King, and this man is out at Wendy's. He is not conditioning his body properly to help us get the win, and you can see it. In that fourth quarter, when you need to make the plays, it's time for him to go cold. And meanwhile, we've got a defense that wants to give up, I don't know, 30, 40 points per game to teams that should have no business putting up 40. But in fact, our so-called elite defensive line getting burnt in the run defense and not getting any pressure at all on opposing quarterbacks. None. I mean, this was supposed to be the year. And I mean, I think you even talked about this a little bit in some interviews. But we had a truly scary lineman core on paper, defensive line. We had Colvin, we had Heptorka, we had Ansa, but all of those guys have underperformed. Well, first of all, let me talk about Ansa here because he was promoted from the minor leagues, and honestly, he just needs to go back there because that's how bad he's been. He's been doing absolutely nothing for this team, and he's probably one of the first faces to get cut in the offseason. Let's just be honest. And Heptorka, just not what we thought he was going to be. We thought he would be a combo pass rusher. Turns out to be more of a run stopper. We don't really need a run stopper in a league with elite quarterbacks that throw the ball 50 times per game. And we certainly don't need a guy like Terrell Colvin who is not performing for this team at all. Now, we are probably going to keep Colvin because of potential. We've fallen into this trap with Cairo Douglas before. But this is different, and we know it, because at least Teron Colvin is making the necessary changes that he needs, both in his off-field and on-field performances, to actually be a long-term piece for this team. But I'm done with this entire roster. We're cutting a lot of faces this offseason. And that's all I'm saying.
I feel the exact same way with my team. These people suck. Quarterback can't get a temper to save his life. My running back, he's done absolutely nothing for us this season. My tight end, He's done absolutely nothing for us this season. Here's Goodwin has been probably one of the only good faces on offense. We also have what's his name? There are a few more faces. There's Taylor Simpson. He's good up until that fumble. That fumble made me lose all hope from him. That fumble made me mad. I don't think you understand. Like there are probably like videos of me because I was mic'd up during that moment. It's probably one of the worst decisions of my life to be mic'd up during that moment. I was near tears over that fumble, bro. He made me mad. You had Asher Winston. He actually did really good this season, though. He had 3 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. You just got a bunch of people. We got Scott Sanford getting some sacks. Picasso Brett doing what he does best. Jalen Legere actually got 3 interceptions. I don't know how we did bad on defense. It's just insane to me. I still feel like there's some cuts that need to be made. And overall, I think I hate this franchise. I hate everything. It's me like either I need to take a chill pill or I need to start feeding pills to these players. It's like the only hope on it.
And I want to apologize again for the terrorist act that was performed on that in No Names, Colorado. We deeply send our condolences over to No Name and hope that that stadium is able to be rebuilt soon. But I think the word on the street is that that stadium may be built in Portland and not in Colorado at all. Do you want to expound more on that?
Well, that story's actually false. That's what's called. Hold on a second. Portland already has its stadium. It just also has Portland Stadium also has no names games being like streamed there also because we're the same franchise. But what's it called? Oh yeah, I forgot to talk all about that. We're having this new thing happen for each time we miss the playoffs. Like what's probably gonna happen here. What's gonna end up happening is we're gonna make every single one of these players run. Each time they stop, they will lose about $1,000. You'll have them no driving. You'll give them like 6 hours of sleep every day and like 30 minutes of rest. And we will run all the way across. Not me, I'll be driving. I did good this season. My team didn't. But we will make them never want to miss a playoff game again. This is never happening again.
Yeah,
Portland Pistons, this is crazy.
yeah. I think that brings us to. I'm just gonna be honest. JSM. I don't know about what No Names needs for success next season. I think JSM. Just a complete reset is needed, or at least a soft reboot at the bare minimum.
Oh yeah. You got
Because
so
what you
much
have come down,
going on.
if you take a look at it, this was supposed to be the most elite defensive line in the entire AFCL. Between all three of our star rush pass rushers, we have one combined sack, 0 forced fumbles, and I am not making these stats up. Between these three combined, one combined sack. That is all we have from this supposed so-called elite defense. I feel like all of them should be gone. And the only reason I'm not cutting all of them is because I do not know how we would get any value for Colvin. The fact of the matter is, this team just needs a reset. We need new receivers. We need a new defensive, honestly, the coach could be gone this offseason. That's how bad this is. I just can't understand it. And I don't know what you guys think as far as resets go, but I'd love to hear about that.
Well, let's see. I feel like our offense is doing pretty good. We need to keep buying them paying for cap space. That's one of the rules. They said you need to have like a running back of 3.5 stars or quarterback, but we're not getting another quarterback. And a kicker, we're gonna get a kicker this off season. We need to probably a slow reset on defense because although defensive line's good, it's not getting the stops we need. And I feel like there's a lot of people here that could have made this squad really good. Also, Jalen Azure has like developed nicely. He's now at 4.5 stars, so pretty good. I don't know why I would have said that, but whatever, I'll keep that. Uh, what's it called? Chumuzu Jabari. I'm not sure if we're gonna keep him, but might as well until we get like some new defense, because that's all we need. We need a reset on defense. Our defense is not looking too well. Yes, they may be getting good stats on paper, but the fact of the matter is, the stats they're getting on anything else, but you see them on the field, they are slamming in comparison to any wide receiver in this league. And we have near legion of room defense, according to paper. We need something. We need like defensive linemen maybe gone. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm telling
I
you, this
mean,
team's giving me an zone. I need a break. Very,
it,
very so mad.
it's really bad. These are two franchises that were supposed to compete, but through off the field issues and on the field issues, they've both underperformed. Jay has clearly underperformed, and No Names is a perennial elite offense, elite defense kind of team that can give you a serious punch, compete with the top dogs. But what we've seen is choke job after choke job after choke job. And that kind of brings me back to our original point, but it's like, do you think the danger that's involved in our franchise has anything to do with it? We mentioned the fires, and once again, condolences for that. But we mentioned we have multiple people in our organization dead or missing. Like my own son is disappeared and has not come back. And literally have the funeral plans given out to my staff for the final week of the regular season. It's that bad. And it's like, is that play a factor coming into the upcoming seasons? Are frantically going to be in off the field turmoil that just keeps us from concentrating on football? Because I feel like we have plenty of people on our staff who are just completely and totally willing to sabotage this team for whatever money or clout it can get them. I already mentioned Eliza Check, and I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole again. But the fact that Cairo does this is to Cancun on a random visit during the season. Are we really focused as a football team right now? And are we really listening to bozos like Eliza Check who are telling us that our team is in danger? Obscure organization that we didn't even start or have anything to do with. All those rumors are false. Let's just be honest. There is no serious link between the CAA and OAD, and that is just facts.
Fault sign. What's it called? I understand where you're coming from. We got a bunch of rumors ourselves. We have rumors about, Jacob Valentine leaving. We already know that's never gonna happen. We've gone through too many quarterbacks now. We have like what's it called? We have a bunch of stuff going on. We have people thinking that I'm like one of the worst people in the world because what's it called? I'm freaking out over, a fumble. I don't think we realize there's just there's too many rumors going around. That going off of we may be in contact with each other. You have to look into the whole story. I don't think you're taking it out of context. You're going off of nothing. What you fail to people fail to realize with me is that we have to run very low. probably not going to make playoffs this year, all because of stuff going on with our franchise. There's always something, whether fires or injury. It can never go right. What's the problem with y'all? Like, there's not much proof relating them to each other. Like, I know there's people saying, "Oh, it's confirmed, it's confirmed." Where is the fact? Only thing that we know is wait, yeah, die. Only thing we know is his appearances. We don't know how they're happening. We don't know who's causing them. All we have is the fact that what's it called the Seminoles exist, and we have the fact that what's it called the CAA exists. Those are the only things we have. What does that have to do with anything else? Anybody could have murdered those people.
It's just
I don't
ludicrous.
know.
I mean, people are implicating me. People are implicating me into this whole conspiracy. They're implicating my son. They're implicate. How many more people do you want to kill off in this franchise over petty behavior? I mean, we've already and you want our head, you want our offense, her off because our offense is trash. But you know what? We just can't have this kind of slander going on in the middle of the season. In a season, mind you, where we're chasing the number one overall pick, and we should be competing for the division title.
I don't think that's what you're going through, man. We are going through the same conspiracy. We got like even my brother, bro. Like even my brother, Valentine. Man, this rumor's going about me too. They think that I'm part of the whole kidnapping situation. Only kidnapping situation I'm part of the fact that I got kidnapped. I did not plan this kidnapping. I did not do none of it. If you notice, I didn't whipped. I have been abused. I have been tortured. And have people saying about me that there is something going on, saying that, oh, he's part of it, just because I'm partially defending him. I know that Grayson Wright is a bad guy. I am not going to sit there and lie to myself. I know that he's a bad guy. He kidnapped me. He hurts me. I'm never going to forgive that man. But the stuff that he went through on that phone, I know that there was something wrong. There is more to the story that we don't understand yet. So let's wait for the story to go out before we start saying, oh, he's part of the kidnapping. This is all staged. Oh no, there's no murder. There is something going on. There's some organization coming for us. Man, I'm telling you, our franchises are crashing, bro. Each of us both just like a twin tower, bro. Like,
I
we
mean,
stand strong like a tower. For some reason, there's gonna be some explosion that just blows us all up. I don't know why, but like, it's bad. That's the kind of threat we're having on us right now.
are you? Let me get this straight. You're predicting a terror in New York City.
No, I'm not predicting that. I'm just saying that as an analogy. Like, we're like not some of the most important franchises by any means. But, we're the franchises important in here. We're like, standing tall together, going through the same issue. You know, we're hearing stuff about I don't even know, but still, we're hearing all this stuff going on about us, right? But slowly, I feel like there's gonna be a point in time where something just happens. Like, we're already crumbling down. We're already starting to collapse in the franchise. Remember, both of us made playoffs last year. Now I'm pretty sure none of us are. Like, we have a shot, but it's very minimal. In each season, we've made playoffs that we've tried to. The tank doesn't count. Do not count the tank, or else I will blow your head off. Don't play with me. Sorry.
Spoken about the tank.
Yeah, the
We
tank
are
is
counting the
crazy.
tank.
Yeah, do not count that tank.
No, we
The
are
tank is
not
literally
counting the
just a
tank.
rebuild. Yeah. Anyway,
We
what's
are
it called?
not tank.
I'm saying like this is we've already had like something happen to us. Like feel like I don't know, like we're standing tall together, yet there's gonna be something that just blows us all apart. Like it's gonna be bad. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen to us. I don't know what's gonna happen at all. I just feel like ACFL is important. ACFL symbols peace and resistance. ACFL symbolizes unity, creation, all that. That's why I'm comparing us to the Twin Towers, of course. We're like what's called. We're together in unity, performing work for the world. Everybody gets to see us play. Yet there's so many bad things going on, like possible connections. We'll say like JSM's possible connections to the OAD, and what's it called? Our connections to all of it. We got our franchise collapsing. It's feeling like what's it called? It's feeling like these towers are blowing up. It feels like everything in the world is going away. I don't know. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Did you know I'm gonna be taking a trip to New York? Did you know I'm gonna be taking a trip to New York? It's gonna be
No.
September 11th, 2001. We're gonna be hosting a fundraiser to help with the Make a Wish kids. We're gonna be like what's it called? We're gonna be like paying them $1 million and skydiving off the Twin Towers. That's another thing I want to bring up. It's gonna be fun. I don't like. I don't. I'm having. I hope that this is gonna happen though, because with all the stuff going on, we might not be able to attend it because we can't. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. No, I think the biggest thing is that's going to be a great publicity stunt. I think that's going to garner a lot of attention. But I think here's the biggest thing that might happen. Communists are targeting New York. All right. And they don't want, all right. This is on the record, but make this known. This is just a theory of mine. This is not a official report or anything like that. But I have heard suspicious
Oh,
rumors about OAP. All right. I have heard that they are communists. I have heard that they are
where have you
harboring
heard this information by
more
chance?
nuclear weapons than Russia. What'd you say?
Where have you heard this information by chance?
I cannot name my sources, unfortunately, but I tell you they are amassing weapons of mass destruction more than Russia and China combined, more than some of the big world powers that we've seen. And that could cause a major rift in society in the upcoming years. I'm not sure when the date is, but someone told me that it could happen in the same year that your fundraiser is happening. So all I'm saying is my confidential sources have not confirmed this at all. But all I'm saying is, while I do not believe that OAD is doing anything illegal currently, I think they could be doing something illegal in the future, especially because they've been linked to the death of our former defensive coordinator, James.
Oh, I forgot all about that. Yeah, he like the one.
Yes,
Wasn't he the one found dead in the locker room? I forgot which
correct.
one that was.
I'm not sure what is going on in that Seminoles organization. First our defensive coordinator is mysteriously found dead. Oklahoma Seminoles prior to a Week 14 game, 1997, our first year as a franchise. We end up beating them in that game because our players are pissed. But let's be honest, we can't Why was he found dead in that specific locker room? It seems like too crazy of a coincidence. I mean, he's found dead in that
I
locker
think you're
room.
like,
We hear that they may be harboring all kinds of dirty laundering schemes and all sorts of things.
wait a minute. Alright, I know there's a bunch going on with your franchise. Tell us a bit more on what you got.
All right, I mean, this admission that I'm loath to share. Has specifically something I know because clearly something is going on with this franchise. Are we cursed? I have no idea, but it's clear that something afoot is going on. So let's start the beginning. We founded this franchise in honor of me, technically, Jordan Spight, because we thought that I was missing. A whole bunch of players, everybody was excited to be getting a football team that they could get behind. And thugs. Not one, not two, but three different acts of violence happened. One, later, two of our staff in the stadium is killed, and then Josiah James is linked to a terrorist group, and then shows up dead weeks later. The part dead. Happy reunion. When I showed back up in my own franchise that was founded in remembrance of me, instead of everyone reading, they immediately said there is foul play going on. Now, why would they accuse me of such a thing unless they thought that this JSM franchise was hiding something more sinister than what appears on the surface level? What if this franchise is not about football? And I don't mean to plant a seed here. I really want us to win, and I will cut those players, like I said, and that is a fact. But what are we doing here? I mean, we have players who don't care. We have players who might be intentionally sabotaging their team. We have former GMs coming back from the prison to come and try and accuse us of and missing every week. My son's funeral is in a week.
Wait a
This is
minute. How
let
do
my
you
own theory.
sorry, how are we? How did your son have a funeral? We haven't even not we. The world hasn't even confirmed him dead yet. There's no body. There's no nothing. Only way that that's possible is he drowned in the ocean, or we're just not trying to look for him. So wait, sorry. Wait.
It's been, and I don't think he's coming back. I think it's just time to plan the funeral. There's really no other way that I could think that he's actually seen live. And I know there were rumors he's been seen in Russia, but make no mistake, those rumors were false. That was a random Russian guy. That was not my son. All right, and we can't be making these kinds of things up and saying that that means that my son is alive because it has not been confirmed.
What am I trying to say? All right. Just so you know, I will get with my team. I'll make sure. I'll see. I'll try my absolute best. Like get this to happen. I'll try and help y'all look because we have powers with Norway now. We've a sort of alliance with Norway because we were trying to get that artifact thing and we eventually got there. So I think we're good now. New Norway peoples. We can get us and our 4 people in government. Not even that. There's probably 2 people in government and the entire Norwegian society to help you look. You're on board.
sir. We have a little bit more of a $10 million bonus, we'd like to call it, to help with some of more amenities and different features for that stadium that you guys are rebuilding. So consider that a gift from the CAA.
Yeah. It's okay. You don't need to give us that gift. It's a, I don't think you remember. We won the lottery. Like actually, I spent $2.99 on the game. Maybe it was $1.99, something like that. You spent money on the game. Yeah, but we won the lottery, and remember, we were able to pay you back for your debts. We had, you have given us
Yes,
so
and
many gifts. You've given us so many gifts. You've given us the ability to recover from, you know, the fires of No Name. If you remember, No Name is such a small city. You have, what's it called? You have like 300 people living there versus, there's you go anywhere. Only other places like really small like that. Actually, there's a lot, but in other places really small like that. Only other one I know of is nowhere in Oklahoma. I think. In nowhere, Oklahoma.
yeah,
Yeah, that's right. It's like
yes, it's true.
it's like a really small place. Only people that really what's it called? Only people that can really help are like maybe 50 of the people because you just have a big government for some odd reason. And like what's it called? It's just not enough. So we are trying to help you out. You've given us some, so we've given you some.
Yes, and we appreciate that, but we want to send you a small token as as a result of and as a consolation for you guys' struggles this year as a franchise. And so that mail for you guys. I mean, this was just in a disastrous season for both teams, and I just feel like we both need something to smile about today.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy because what's it called? After the football game, oh, so just let me make this part of it real quick because I did add this a bit ago. Oh yeah, what's it called? Right after our game today, I had been cooking the secret for a long time. I was actually part of a chess tournament, school chess tournament. It's based off of real life, by the way. What's it called? I was at this chess for the finals, and I had lost. I was doing good the whole game. It is not some. It's been a bad day. I have lost the finals of the chess game. My friend, he said that his neck had like pinched. What was it? His nerves in his neck pinched. He did had to go to the hospital and stuff. He wasn't able to move his legs. It is bad. But this
Oh
has been a
boy.
really bad day for me. No, actually though, like everything I said is true. Everything I said is true. It's bad, man.
Really? And that's tough. I think we've established here, though, that maybe two of the most dysfunctional franchises in the league are trying to get back to a status where they can actually be viewed as success stories. Our annual fundraiser in 2001, that will be a symbol that both of these franchises have encountered over the last 2 years. So, with that being said, my owner had me elite.
Wait, one more time. It lagged a little bit. Your owner's been calling you.
Thanking me to come say interviews. So I think if I sign off of this,
Here, I have one more question before we go.
but yes.
I think as you're telling me this weird, cryptic kind of news. If I may ask, when is this like quote unquote thing? We're just gonna call it a thing. The attack that OAD would say. What's called attack OAD has planned allegedly. What day? I just want to it's like it's scary. There's so many people out to get me. I gotta make sure I'm like good.
So we are not quite sure of the exact date. Some people have suggested that it's right in the middle at September. Some people have suggested other dates, but we are not quite sure about that.
All right. Thank you for everything you've given me. I'll use this information wisely. And you have to go. I know that. All right. Uh, that's been all for team talk. Thank you to Coach the X and Jordan Spight Sr. And that is it. Have a great day, everybody. And have a great day. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. This was fun, man.
What?
Gotta get on them talks at some point. I gotta get on another one of these, bro. This was fun.
And I'm not even gonna lie, you sounded like amazing. You sound like my voice acting is, actually
Even though it is.
my voice acting is casual. You had like real voice acting. You were trying. You were conveying your message. You were saying we have nothing to do with this. We will not put this. I will, you know, I will hang you. I'll public hang you. All right. I'm assuming you want to go to bed.
I tried. Yeah, but it is 2 o'clock in the morning Eastern time.
All right. Have a great day. And I will probably keep this video just because of how amazing it
All right,
was.
too, man. No. Yeah.